Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy KAIO and I'm back again this time to give you another One Piece video, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing the latest chapter. I completely forgot that it was coming out early. For some reason I still had it in mind that, yeah, it's coming out on Sunday, but then, yeah, I kind of got the notification come through that the chapter had already dropped. So I've read through the chapter and there's a lot of stuff to go over, like, seriously. And also, guys, I am sitting down. I kind of made like a little chair, so let me know if you prefer me standing up or sitting down. The last video I did, I was standing up. This one I'm kind of sitting down. It's kind of hurting my ass at the moment. But yeah, so let's actually talk about the latest chapters. We got some stuff on Yamato to talk about. We've got some Kaido stuff to talk about. We've got some Big Mum stuff to talk about. We've got some Momo stuff to talk about. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot. And of course, my boy Eustace Kid and Law are back in action. Of course, we haven't seen them for a while, and I did say in a stream that I was in last week, which was with Sensei Inc. We spoke a lot about like the latest chapter, and I said, well, we haven't seen Kid and Law in a long time, so it's about time that we actually saw them. And it's like Oda heard my words, was like, yeah, let's just draw Kid and Law in this chapter. No, I'm kidding. We already knew that it was happening, or maybe I knew something that you guys didn't know. Yeah, I might have known something. Yeah, I might be in connection with Oda. No, I'm joking, I'm not in connection with Oda. I really wish that would happen. Anyways, enough talking about that. So where to actually start off? I'm going to start off with Yamato. So Yamato is pretty much having a fair little fight against Sasaki. The main thing that I wanted to talk about is, yeah, you got the conversation, but it seems that we was going to get a little bit of a glimpse of her power before Frankie pretty much showed up. And it looks like she was going to change, and I looked at the eyes and I saw it. I was like, no, that's not Yamato. Like, obviously I knew it was her, because the first thing that drew me in after I was reading the chapter, like that panel, was I just saw teeth. And I'm thinking, Sasaki's got teeth, but that's not Sasaki's teeth. And then I looked to the right, and literally like the two little panels, because they were so small, I then see Yamato, because like I said, I saw Yamato, but I didn't look at the eyes, so I thought she was just like yelling and she was just getting really angry. And then when I saw the teeth and then went back to seeing like that particular panel shot of just her next to it, I then noticed the eyes were changed. I was thinking, oh my god, are we going to get a reveal? Is Yamato going to transform? No, it didn't happen, because Frankie came in and stopped that. So we know what Oda's doing there. As usual, that little bit of a tease. You know, he loves to give a good tease when it comes to revealing stuff. And we were just about to get the Yamato transformation, and it didn't happen. And yeah, it doesn't look like she's going to be transforming into a dragon. It looks like she's going to be transforming into something else. And I immediately thought like a tiger, because the way that the mouth shape is and the teeth, looks like she was on her way to transforming into a tiger, and the eyes as well. And I can't really think of another animal that could possibly have another set of teeth like that. There is like some symbolism between like a dragon and a tiger, with like between father and son. I think that would be great, because Kaido calls Yamato his son. So it would actually make a lot of sense if that would be the case, like transforming into a tiger. So now we're going to move on to the conversation quickly, because that's another thing that I always bring up as well. Momo's pretty much being carried. Shinobu says, well, put me down, don't worry about me, just save Momo and yourself. And Yamato screams, that's not what Kazuki Oden would do. And you've got Momo, who's pretty much, I think he's sort of like getting used to the idea, but he's still finding it a bit weird that someone's, you know, using his father's name. And so pretty much Yamato says to Momo, you are the person to carry on the dawn, like the dawn of the world. I'm thinking, the dawn of the world? Okay, I know he's a Kazuki. I understand Kazukis have been, you know, mentioned a lot, and just the way the Kazuki family has gone down from generation to generation, like within Wano, and, you know, with Kazuki Oden, who is still a GOAT. Oden is a GOAT, I don't care what anyone says. Top 5 character for me. Yeah, his story showed a lot from like the backstory that we had from him, going with Whitebeard and then going with Roger and seeing the One Piece, and just having such a massive influence in general, and his journey as well, going with the Pirate King and pretty much who was considered after Roger's death the strongest man in the world, which is Whitebeard. He's had a lot. He went through a lot. And then when you have Yamato come around saying that Momo is pretty much going to lead into like the dawn, like that's what he needs to do. It's like there's a connection, because Luffy's pretty much the same as well. It's like you've got one powerful person, because I'm not saying Momonosuke is not powerful, but Momonosuke will eventually become a powerful person, and maybe Yamato's going to have such a big influence on him as, you know, when he grows up. And you've got Luffy, who's pretty much powerful. He's very, very extremely powerful, getting onto that Yongo tier eventually, and he's going to do it. We know he's going to do it. He's going to be the king of the pirates. And yeah, it's going to be weird to see what it could potentially be like with Momonosuke becoming the Shogun of Wano, the new, the bright, the light, you know, the shining light that you get at the end of the tunnel. That's pretty much in reference to what Yamato means. Like, you are the guiding light. You are the light that we see at the end of the tunnel, that Wano will see. And you will lead it on, like, to the new dawn, the era, like, the amazement that you're going to bring up. Because he's only, well, technically he would be in his 20s, but because of what happened, he's still like a boy. With Luffy, and it's like the dawn of the era that we've always heard, like the new era that's coming. And you've got Momonosuke, who's growing up, who's a lot younger than Luffy, would technically be older. But still, it's nice and reassuring that Oda still is delivering this, and it's nice as a reader to, you know, experience this, because we've just got so much stuff that goes on within One Piece, so much like references and like history, like with the Void Century and just everything that goes on within One Piece is why I love Oda. It's one of the reasons why I love One Piece, why its world building is just amazing. It's great to see when Oda drops all this kind of stuff, and yeah, it makes me really happy. So the next thing that I do want to touch on is Big Mom, and Big Mom is pretty much just wanting to get through everything. You see Zoro, Chopper, Robin, everyone is turning their attention. They're like, oh my god, it's Big Mom. What are we going to do? Because Big Mom's powerful and she's got the biggest grin on her face. You think, oh no, is she going to, you know, stop and slap them? But no, pretty much she just wants to get where Kaido is. It's pretty much a race to the top. Like, everyone just wants to get to the top. She wants to get up with Kaido. Luffy's doing the same thing. I'm loving it. We are getting so close to that big finale battle where we could potentially see, yeah, like what the rumours, I believe, that were circulating, I think it was confirmed, where one of the editors or one of the animators, who pretty much gets like a lot of information, pretty much said that we will see Luffy versus Big Mom and Kaido. So that is seemingly looking like it's going to happen. I think that will happen, but then Kid's on his way as well, and I've been wanting to say this for so long. Kid has not had a battle. We know he's had some history with Big Mom at Whole Cake Island. Not Big Mom in particular, but one of the Sweet Commanders. He went there and then dipped, but taken out one of the Sweet Commanders. So where would this go from here? And he's bringing a lot of metal. Like, if you look behind him, I didn't even notice until it was actually mentioned that he's got a lot of metal, and I'm seeing everything behind him. Like, he's dragging everything with him. What has he got planned? What is he going to do? Is he literally just going to rain like heavy metal? Literally, like, it is metal, but like, we're talking heavy stuff here. Is he gonna literally drop heavy metal? Like, is it just gonna rain down on everything? If it does, you know what? Do it. Oda, do it, because that'd be sick. Could you imagine the amount of people that would get taken out? Even throwing it down on the Yonko. I'm not saying the Yonko would be greatly affected by it, but it's enough to sort of turn their attention to be like, oh, okay. Because we don't know the full extent of Kid's power. Kid has got an extremely powerful devil fruit. He's one of the top supernovas for a reason, alongside Law, Luffy, and of course Blackbeard. But Blackbeard's mainly more of a Yonko, but he's still counted within the worst generation, the 11 supernova. I want to see a lot of stuff from Kid. It's his time to shine. It is something I've been really looking forward to within Wano. It's just seeing Kid and seeing what he's capable of. We've seen some named attacks that he's got, like his Punk Rotten, but I want to see more. I want to see what he's going to do with all this metal. Rain heavy metal. That'd be actually a pretty sick attack from Eustace Kid, where he's just like, rain like heavy metal, or punk heavy metal, even though punk's a different type of, you know, genre of rock music. But you get the idea of where I'm going with this. Got a lot of faith in Oda to deliver with Kid. Like, I want to see some heavy stuff, like some proper heavy metal. And now talking about our boy Trafalgar Law, he is invested in finding out the meaning. Well, he says, hey Korra, I want to know the meaning. And we see the flashbacks between him and Robin with the poneglyphs, and then him actually revealing, which we already knew, like revealing his name. And that although Luffy doesn't sort of really care about that, Robin is still, you know, interested because that's her. But just hearing those words and seeing Law just wanting to learn, it's amazing. I'm just happy to see Luffy, Law and Kid just getting those big moments. I know they're not really like big fighting moments, but they're big moments, like, because they hit so hard. Because, like I said, with Oda, the way he just delivers things, like with the history, like everything that goes on within One Piece, because it's such a big world and there's just so much like history within One Piece, it's nice to see different things from each character, what they want to learn. You've got Law, who wants to learn the meaning. You've got Kid, who's just Kid, and I want to see where his story takes him after Wano, like after taking Kaido's head. Like, I still think that's going to happen. And you've got Luffy just pretty much wanting to fulfill what he and Law, you know, they promised of taking out Kaido, and possibly Big Mom as well. This is a very, very hefty chapter, and I was very, very pleased with it. Like, the way that Oda delivered this in certain sections of how it actually went, just like the build-up. And I nearly forgot about the start. I'm glad that Usopp and Nami are safe. Ulti and Page 1, they had Usopp and Nami in their grasp, and now they've been taken away. And then you got the baboon guy. I can't believe I've forgotten his name. Pretty much stepping up to, you know, go against page one. And Nami seemingly being like, you know, he's in trouble. And then got Tama, who's pretty much saying, like, you're underestimating him here. Like, don't. Like, he'll be fine. Like, he'll be great. Can you imagine if page one gets done by him? That would be funny. That would be absolutely hilarious to see. The last thing that I do want to touch on as well is Sanji at the end of the chapter. So Sanji is hearing the song that's being sung, and the way that it is, because like at first for me it looked a bit confusing, and then I literally looked on Twitter after like seeing this, like before I was sort of preparing, because I went to see like if anyone sort of likes anything, and I usually look at Arthur, the Library of O'Hara, like he's great with translations and everything like that, and so I can't remember exactly what he said the name was, but the definition of it is pretty much what Sanji is doing. He's undressing her, like that's the way that it would go. Like, so in his head, he's undressing Black Maria. That's pretty much it. Like, so that's why he's like all like hot and bothered, because it's pretty much, I guess you could probably say it's kind of like a turn on, really. The song, and then a man thinking like, oh my God, this is such a sweet song, and then just undressing the person. That's the sort of interpretation that I'm getting from it, like if you sort of want to make it in a simpler term. So yeah, Sanji, what are you going to do? It's going to be interesting. Is he going to sit behind again, or is King going to come out of nowhere and attack, or is Queen going to attack? But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to go down, and Chopper's not looking great either. I just want to point that in. I did look at Chopper. He's getting worse. He's getting a lot worse. So we need to see what's going to go down with that. So overall, guys, yes, an amazing chapter. I really enjoyed it, and next 9 days we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you liked anything I had to say and you enjoyed my review, please give me a big fat thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let me know down in the comments below your overall thoughts. Like, is there anything that you enjoyed? Make sure to hit the subscribe button. That'd be great. Also, hit the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a post. And I'll see you guys for the next video. See ya.